Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn, supportive oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom oracle cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen Reichbaskin. I'm giving the name a shot here. I want you to be able to find the artists, so if you'd like to find them, there's the information to find them. And that's that. Scorpio. Is there, like, what is it? I think the moon's in Cancer. Could be wrong. So I'm like, there should be a good amount of water energy going on here. This should go well. Right? Why am I feel like I'm starting to barter. Why are we bartering? Why are we bartering? Alright, starting off. That's very peculiar. Okay. There's a lot coming in at once. Now, this is in the environment. So somebody else going through agonizing change. They have to make it. They have to do things differently. Somebody's forced with a very difficult change, but it's kind of like, it's kind of like you're riding on a bicycle down towards the fork in the road. It's like you go left or right. you go one way or the other. We got to keep going, so just go one way or the other. They got to make their choice. They got to keep going. It's like stopping isn't an option. That's the grief, I feel. They want to stop. They want to take longer to make this decision, but they don't have that time. They need to make the decision, and they need to do it sooner the better. Now, you aren't in a position to force anything. The situation has its own momentum. It's just going forward on its own. You're supportive of this. You're kind of like, it needs to happen, but at the same time, you're like, yes, you need to make a decision. Like, you might be kind of like giving them some pushing forward. Like, listen, really, we're almost there. Make your decision. Choose. Left, right. Choose. Just choose. The joy with the acceptance is like, yes, because we're not going to sit here for the rest of my life. This needs to go forward. We need to keep going because I don't want to just sit here and have a picnic for the next 10 days. Thank you. There's like the Eight of Swords is like you also recognize this person is having stress over this, but there's nothing you can do about that. And it's just kind of like, well, I don't want to torture them. You're not looking to torture them. You're like, just make the decision. I don't want to torture you. I'm not looking for you to be tortured. Just make your decision. We can move on. We'll be fine. Again, though, you don't want to just sit here and mull it over for 10 days. So it's like, it's kind of like good. That's the joy. Like, yes, we're not going to get stuck here. That's good. That's the joy. Come on, let's go. We're going. Make your decision. Here we come. Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up. Make your decision. You're not trying to stress this person out, but it might feel like that to them, just to be fair. It's whatever way they choose, it will balance out, is what I'm getting, and it will be good. But they will also do that game where, oh, I probably should have chose the other direction. They're gonna play that game. It's just gonna happen. I would say just don't play into it. Whatever that means for you. Kind of like, this is a good decision, we're fine, just keep going. I don't know. You could try to play it up like this is the better decision and why you think so, if you want. I would be careful of this game, because I feel like they're going to be like, oh, I probably really should have chose that other direction. No time to think about that, just keep moving. Let's not get stuck in a rut with that. You want to avoid that rut. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to help anything. It could slow things down, which I don't think is really worth it. Don't let them get stuck in that. That's the 9. That's the 9 of Swords. Don't let them get stuck here. Don't let them play that game. Oh, maybe I really should have chose that other direction. Maybe, yeah. Because they might get stuck on it. With the 2 of Swords, they're probably going to get stuck on it. Keep it going forward. Don't play that game. Keep it going forward. Listen, we made this choice. Keep going. It's kind of like that. Like, we made this choice. Keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Don't let them stall on that too long, because it could slow things up and it's not needed. It's just not. They're going to have regrets. They're going to be bummed out. They're saying, they're giving you 2 fire cards, the Queen and the Princess of Fire with the 5 of Cups. Yeah, they're going to be pulling this bummed out thing like, oh, I really should have chosen another direction. No, keep pushing, keep pushing. Just keep them going. You will persevere. They will let it go. They're gonna have this moment. This is in the like what's going on between the two of you, where they're just like, oh, I shoulda, I shoulda, I shoulda. I think the saying is, if you play if you woulda, shoulda, coulda, like I woulda, shoulda, coulda. Like if you, I don't know how the saying goes, but basically, just don't play the game. Just don't do it. Don't let them do it. Don't play into it. Keep it moving. They're gonna have a minute about it, but just keep things going forward. You have to convince them, like, you know what, that's done. We gotta commit to the path we chose and make it the best of whatever we have. We don't know what else is coming. Maybe something else down the road further is gonna be better for us. Let's commit to this road. Get them to commit to their decision. Good, bad, or indifferent, commit to it. We're here now. We can't keep jumping back and forth. No, we chose this. Let's stick with it. When you get them to commit to it, that's where the real work begins. Keep them on this path. You also want to keep going on this path. It's good for you both. They got to commit to it to move on from that. They got to move on from that. Oh, I should have energy. Got to move on from that. Now, there is some stress with that. There is some stress. They're giving the Ten of Wands, but the thing is with the Ten of Wands, when I feel the Ten of Wands, and a lot of cards I see with this, and this card especially does it, that person is holding on to all 10 wands, and they're going to make their goal with all 10 wands. It's a burden. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of concentration and strength to do it, but it's going to happen. So let's keep going. Keep going. Keep them going. Don't play that game. Don't get caught up in that game. Don't even go there with it. Empress, the Tower, and Recovery. They did choose well. But they have to get far enough down that road where there's no chance of return before they're really going to see it. They're not going to see it till after they've committed to it, because Recovery is telling me it really is the best choice. They are making the good choice. Recovery feels really good to me. Empress takes care of their own, especially if if the Empress takes care of herself, she is in perfect balance and everything goes well. Scorpio is really smart in the sense of like emotions. They usually realize they have to take care of themselves along with everybody else because it's not going to work otherwise. Usually Scorpio gets that. Like, it can't be about everybody else. You have to be included in that. So I feel like you're a part of the success here, and you're also making sure this person does the same. Like, it can't be about everybody else for either of us. We also have to be included. We also have to be taken care of as much as everybody else. Let's keep ourselves in that, like, the generosity game with everybody else. We also get our share as much as everybody else. The Tower card comes in because I feel like it's going to be a great outcome. Because Recovery comes in with the Tower. This is going to have a great outcome. This is going to go really well. They have to commit to it, and they're going to see farther on down the road that this was the perfect way to do things. I feel like you might have to keep them on balance, though. When I'm feeling that Empress card, I really feel like you might have to remind them. Again, because I feel like Scorpio is kind of advanced with this. Usually you're connected with your own emotions to realize you have to be taken care of just as much as everybody else. And you might have to make sure this person realizes this for them, too. You can't just work morning, noon, and night and then go to bed. Morning, noon, and night and go to bed. Sooner or later, you will burn out. You have to step back and find things for you to enjoy. Do things you want to do. Give yourself a weekend off. Don't be crazy. Like, you might have to tell them that. I feel like it's you giving guidance, but this is going to have a great outcome. The Recovery makes me feel like it's recovering something they think is lost. Like, they think this is going to have a bad outcome. The Recovery makes me feel like it's a great outcome, especially Recovery with the Tower card. A lot better than they thought. I just feel like it's just don't play into the game when they play that I shoulda game, and once they're committed, you just got to keep them going. They will see that this will work out. This is the better decision. Is there something I'm missing? I talked about this Six of Pentacles, but I'm getting this is going to balance. I just feel like there's little something I'm missing. I don't know what it is. Or is that what's nagging at them? Don't let them play that game either. Like, I just feel like there's something missing. I just feel like there's something I'm supposed to do. Well, it's too late now. If the oven's on, we're going to blow up the house, and it's too late. I guess it's too late now. Or I guess we could call Aunt Flo. Aunt Flo could go over to the house and just make sure it's off. We'll do that, but we got to keep going. So we'll text Aunt Flo and say, hey, can you just run by the house, make sure it didn't blow up? Thanks. Check the oven, whatever. Cool, great. We got to keep going. We can't go back and keep doing this stuff. It's good. Like, what else do we need to say here? I think we're good. I'm going to shut this down here. All right. thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.